Saludos, raza, de parte de Anthony Quintanilla de Potente. Bienvenidos a Puro Potente, where everything we talk about is potente. The past, the present, and the future. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am flying solo. We might have Q drop in on us. He's in a dark spot. He said he might just be able to go audio. I don't know. Johnny, on the other hand, is in Corpus tonight at the Intocable concert. And I'm quite sure, I know our good friend River Mendoza's out there, and I'm quite sure they're not the only two that are out there right now. But they left me here by myself. But I have a special guest for San Antonio, Lidia Flores, that we'll be interviewing here in a bit. So, but like I said, I'm flying solo, and I'm gonna try to do my best to hold the Potente Studio down while these guys. Okay, you need help? Laugh out loud. No. If you want, I can send you a thing. Let's see. Hold on. We're gonna see if we can bring in Juan real quick. He says if I need some help. Well, let's send him a link here and we'll bring him in. If we can bring him in. And then maybe we'll have Juan Mendoza for Tejano TV on. That would be an absolute pleasure. Dice aquí, saludos, Jigs Crossing. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? ¿Cómo van los bailes allá en Monterrey? Hay bastantes bailes este fin de semana. Porque la semana pasada hubo bastantes, como dice el tío Tejano, bastantes cancelaciones, la lluvia de cancelaciones, como dijo el tío Tejano. Pero hubo otros bailes que pusieron en lugar de los bailes que ya estaban agendados. So, espero que yo vi el baile de Lino, los García Brothers, estuvo muy bueno el Mezquital. Sí hay, pero solo grupos locales. Lo vi, dice aquí Jigs Crossing, sí hay, pero solo grupos locales. Los vi. Pero el ambiente es siempre bueno en Monterrey, aunque sean los grupos de Texas o sean locales, el ambiente siempre es de lo mejor en Monterrey. Vamos a ver. We're going to be talking a little bit about, I'm going to go ahead and say we got a couple of shows that we're going to be doing here over the next few weeks. We got a show in Beer 30 next week. And then we're going to be going all the way to Kennedy, Texas. We're going back home. I grew up in Carson City. Carson City to Kennedy are 6 miles apart. So it's like I'm going home. Hopefully that we'll have some of our fans from the Karnes County area show up and support us. I know it'll be good to see Junior Farias. He's the owner of the Hanky Panky, the club where we're going to be playing. I haven't seen him in many years. It's going to be a pleasure to see him and everybody there at the Hanky Panky, the party house. So, and this week, of course, you know, we were trying to put something together for Monterrey para celebrar nuestros cumpleaños. Ya, si eres fanático de Potente, ya sabes que yo y mi hermano y Johnny tenemos cumplimos años todos en noviembre. So, Lo vamos a celebrar el 29 de noviembre en Victoria, en Beer 30. A ver si nos junta gente y si no pueden estar ahí, acuérdense que vamos a estar sintonizando en vivo aquí en Restream, en Puro Potente, en nuestros canales. So, donde quiera que estén, nos pueden ver eso. Vamos a poner vamos a poner un video promocional y luego vamos a introducir a nuestra invitada, Lidia Flores.
Saludos, Victoria, Texas. The boys are back in town, celebrando nuestros cumpleaños el 29 de noviembre en Beer 30. El show empieza a las 10 y la entrada será $5 toda la noche. Va a ser un show que no se van a querer perder. Vamos a estar compartiendo el nuevo show de Potente con todos y cada uno de ustedes. Y por si al caso no pueden estar en persona, vamos a estar transmitiendo en vivo por nuestras páginas en Facebook, por nuestro canal en YouTube y además Tejano TV. Una vez más, raza, el 29 de noviembre en Beer 30, Potente Live. No falten, ahí nos veremos.
Hello, Lidia. Welcome to Puro Potente. How have you been?
Oh, I've been great. It's nice to be here with you.
Well, thank you for coming on. I said, I know Christina reached out to me, I don't know, a month and a half or so. And what do you call it? Asked if we could have you on the show. I said, for sure. Hold on. Let's bring in, I got Juan Mendoza here from Down TV. This is going to be a good ad here. What's up, Juan? How have you been? You're telling me you're not at the Tejano Music Awards or
No,
no?
I didn't get invited.
You didn't get invited, dude. You Tejano TV, man. You'd be the first person I'd be bringing to to the Tejano Music
I
Awards.
don't know. I can't speak for the other party. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Yeah, we didn't get no invite, man. It must have got lost in the mail or something. I don't know. So
It's all right, man. You are Tejano TV, the Mas Chingon Radio. Lydia, Juan Mendoza, Juan,
Yes,
Lydia.
hi Juan. It's
yes.
nice
Hi,
to see
Lydia.
you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you again. How's everything going?
Oh, it's going great. Thank you so much. It's been going really good for me, actually, with the song that Tony Guerrero um, arranged for me. It's
Mhm.
going really, really good.
Nice.
It's good. And Juan, thank you for coming on, man. I didn't know. I said, man, did you have a restream or did you have to type your name real quick or how did that work out for you?
I just had to type my name real quick. So
Okay, real
I
quick.
don't
Oh,
have the restream. I logged in as guest. So, but I
I
was
know.
like, man, you got left by yourself. So I was like, yeah, let me. Every time when I need you, you're always there. So I was like, okay, let me help him out real quick
Oh
and get
man,
on it.
dude, I enjoy being and I like chopping it up with D on the messages and whatever D tells me, it. I'm like, okay, D, I'll do a better job. I'll do a better job. Hey, he's
D,
a hard boss. What? How do you deal with D?
and I'm the boss.
Well, no, 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 not in that chat. You're not.
Nah, D's the most experienced one out of all of us, man.
Yes,
So
of course.
he's been around for a very long time, and he's a professional and he's a perfectionist. So man, so we leave it up
Yes.
to him.
But that's a good thing, Juan. And like I said, I that's why I tell him all the time. I said, tell me what I can do better. Turn your neck, put your chin down a little bit. I will do that, sir. I will do that. Yes,
I even
Lydia.
get it from him. I even
I
get it
know.
from him too.
You see, Lydia, you don't want to be in one of
Yes.
these chats with D because you send a video and it ain't good. He gonna tell you. He's
Yeah.
gonna tell
Oh,
you.
wow.
Lydia, welcome to Puro Potente. Like I said, talk to us a little bit about your latest. I have a couple of songs because Christina didn't actually tell me what to queue up, so I just queued up a couple that I could find. Amor Mío and Mucho Dolor.
Hmm.
Those are the ones that I queued
Hmm.
up. I hope those are okay. But tell us a
Yes,
little
that's
bit.
fine.
Okay, tell us a little bit about what you've been working on. I know you and I were talking a little bit about a song that you got coming up. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, my son actually arranged a really nice song. It's actually symphony orchestra. It's not Tejano, it's not pop, it's something totally different. I've been a fan of Celine Dion, Adele, and I love doing all their songs. But, covers, it only take you for a little while. You can, go to a show, do a cover. But I like to make my own music. I love it, and I'm a songwriter, so I like to write. I like to write my own stuff and express myself. So when my son presented to me what he had created, I said, "Oh my goodness, this is just beautiful." So I wrote the lyrics to this song. It's already My vocals are already done. We're waiting on the backup vocals. Hopefully the song will be ready before the new year because that's my goal. I want to get this song out. It's like something holiday-ish, something
Awesome.
before the new year or to close out the year. But this has been a really good year for me. I believe in March or April, I recorded the song Amor Mío with Tony Guerrero and Marco Guerrero. They did an amazing job on the music. Um, they put in a little bit of Tejano, a little bit of conjunto. And see, I was raised on conjunto. I was singing conjunto when I was like 8 years old. My stepdad played with conjunto, so he introduced me to that. And then my biological dad also is a musician. He plays guitar, so he had a little conjunto band as well. And so I always joined in. And so that's what I was raised on. It was conjunto. And then I became a real big fan of Tejano, of course, with Selena, Elida, all these great Tejano singers. And so I put in that blend of a little bit of Tejano, a little bit of conjunto into that song. Well, they did amazing on the music. It sounds a little bit 90s,
Yes,
sombra
there's nothing wrong
style.
with that.
So I love that. Yeah. And
So,
Tony's really great on putting intros in the songs.
yes,
So
that
yeah.
is.
La Sombra.
Yes, yes.
Are you ready
Yeah.
for her song? You ready to put it on Tejano TV and Más Chingón Radio?
Yeah, I think we actually have one of her
Yes.
videos on Tejano TV. It streams
That
on
is
there, one of
good.
the
But
channels. So
this new one she's talking about, so she sounds very energized and excited about it. So we got to get that on Tejano TV and
yeah,
Más Chingón
I
Radio.
believe, yes, I believe y'all have a song. I have not made a video for this song yet. I'm still anticipating. I don't know if I want to ask Tony if he wants to join in on the video and Marco just do maybe a little of them just by themselves with the instruments they played or something like that. I haven't thought of what I want there yet. So, that's why we haven't talked about it, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get the video done, next year.
That's great. Do you have any shows that you've done lately, or any shows that you're going to be coming up that you'd like to share with the viewers?
Yes, I actually have one tomorrow. I'm doing the Cristina Guerrero toy drive
Oh
tomorrow at the Grasshopper
yes,
Club. Yes.
awesome! I've
So
done
I
that one
will be
before.
there.
That's good. That's
Yes,
a good one.
yes, yes, you have. And I will be there tomorrow. I think also Daniel Lopez, the Aventura, Eddie Gonzalez are going to be there. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see Eddie. I haven't seen him in a long while. So I'm really happy, and, excited to see him. And it's just going to be great. It starts off in the morning at the meet and greet, first of all, at Janie's Record Shop. And then we're going to head on to the Grasshopper. And I believe it starts at 7 or 8
Something
around
like
there.
that.
But yeah, looking forward to that. And then I have the awards. I am nominated for new female artist of the year
Congratulations!
at the Guadalupe Awards. And
Congratulations!
so I'm like, oh my
okay.
goodness.
I was gonna ask you. I was like, what awards? Because
What
there's
award?
there's there's so many going on
You
right
beat
now,
me
man.
to it,
Yes,
Juan.
yes,
There's so
yes,
many going on right now. I'm like lost right now at this point. I didn't even know the Tejano Music Awards were today.
Neither did I.
yes,
That's how lost I was until they were like until
yes.
Rick said, "Oh, we're gonna be there tomorrow." I was like, "It's already tomorrow and it's today," and he's already there. So he's representing for Tejano TV anyway. So we'll give it up to Slick Rick.
Yes, and I actually was scheduled to walk the red carpet at the Tejano Music Awards, but I said, "Oh my goodness, I still have preparations for Christina's event tomorrow, and then the awards on Sunday, the Guadalupe Awards. So, and then all the way to Katie, and then to come back in time, I was worried about that. So I didn't make it this year. I was there last year. I did walk the red carpet last year, and I'm hoping that next year I get to at least present or something and see what we can do because I am going to do another Tejano song at the beginning of the year. I don't know yet how's that how it's gonna go, but I know I got to put out another Tejano song, because that I'm Tejano. I'm multi-genre, but Tejano's my main because I am Tejana. I'm from San Antonio,
Well, let me
Texas,
ask you,
and I
since you
gotta
guys
keep it
both
going.
you both brought up the Tejano Music Awards, I was gonna wait a little bit before I got on it. This is gonna be great. We got Juan. Juan, you weren't supposed to be part of this conversation.
That's fine.
Oh, he froze.
Because-
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay,
You're
I'm
good.
good. All right. Because I thought my internet's been crazy. So
I was like, don't tell me I might have to hit this Potente show now,
no,
man.
no. Hey, you're gonna have to if I go out. But anyway,
We lost our
no.
leader.
This is funny because who was it in the groups? Juan earlier they was talking about. Do you remember when
Oh yeah,
the
yeah. I
Tele
got
Music
that.
Awards?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't remember who said it, but I will say this: I was just watching it right now, and I remember when the Who's Who were at the Tejano Music Awards, and it
Mhm.
was I mean, it was a grand event. The year that we went, the 15, 16, 17, 18, those years, I mean, they were really, really good. Somebody mentioned they used to, when we went, it was at the Alamo Dome. I don't even know where
Mhm.
it's at right now. And it's unfortunate that it has taken such a drop. And I'd like to get your take, you guys' take on it. Lydia, you first. What do you think is the
I
reason why it's
agree.
dropped? So why? But yeah, but in your opinion, why has it dropped so drastically? I understand that Hanos come down, but I mean to the point where I mean nobody. How could I say? You got Intocable playing a concert in Corpus, and you got other bands, the Who's, not even attending this, and this used to be the who's who were going to the Tejano Music Awards. In your opinion, why has it fallen like it has?
I believe it has a lot to do with the committees and how, who they choose to follow or choose to let participate. There's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of people out there, great singers and all that. And I consider myself as one that, you know, I've been in the shadows. Nobody knows who I am. Although I have been in the Tejano industry since 2012, nobody knows who I am because they kind of keep us a little bit because some of us don't have bands. And I think maybe that has a lot to do with it. Um, I know that people would come from all over areas just to
Yep.
come and see the Tejano Music Awards because it was great artists, great people, and nowadays everybody is just pick and choose who's gonna participate, who can't, or maybe it has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, everybody has their opinions. Juan, are you able to comment on this?
Yeah. I mean, I have no obligation to not.
Are you tied
No, 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 no,
anywhere
no.
to anything?
I'm good. I even mentioned it to them direct, man. This is the point. I don't know. It's. I think it's a. I think it's like the same show, almost over and over again. No, no offense to anybody who's actually performing or anything. I think it's just the same show over and over. I think a lot of people in San Antonio probably got a little frustrated with the same situation. So I think now it's just the point to where, okay, let's take it somewhere else. And I think they're probably thinking like, okay, well, you don't know what you have until you miss it.
Of
And
course,
I think it's one of those deals from that side, and see how San Antonio's going to react. And San Antonio, I think, really right now is pissed off because of that fact.
I
A
believe
lot of
so.
people were a lot of people were pissed off at the fact that they moved it to the Hemisphere, the fanfare, from Market Square, but that was a whole different situation because
Yes,
of the construction going on at that point. So,
of course.
uh, I don't know. Honestly, my take on it personally is I'm in a way I'm glad they kind of moved it around because you do got the Hano fans in Houston. You
Yep.
barely have a station that came up about a month or so ago. Hopefully it stays this time because every time they have
Yes.
a new station that comes up, for some reason they end up shutting back down again because there's no fan base out there. The DJs are constantly doing the same thing over and over, and it's that's a huge problem that we have in this industry is the fact that the DJs for some reason do not want to move on. They call it a generation gap or whatever it's called, but it's like they don't want to move on. It's just like the 90s, the 90s, the 90s and 90s. Yes, that was a great time. That's the
It was,
soundtrack of my youth.
of
Yes, but
course,
there's so much more out there, and these people got
Yes.
to go and research and learn and figure this stuff out. It's like, but it's always stuck in that same spot, and it's like that's why they say Tejano's dead, and of course we know it's not because we're in it.
Mm-hmm.
We know what's
of
out
course.
there, but I
But
think
if
it's
you
just,
look at Tejano TV's numbers, well, the views and streams and all of that, we know that it's not dead.
and
And
you know what?
go ahead.
I even offered them. I talked to them a couple weeks ago or a week ago or something like that. And I even offered it to them to stream it here on Tejano TV Live for those who can actually make it there in
Yes,
person, or if there was too packed or something, they couldn't be there to stream it here on Tejano TV Live so people can watch it.
of
But
course.
they have a company that goes in, and they broadcast it later on regular TV. So they have the priority, they have the funds for that. So that's the only thing that they went in there. And we can't do anything until later on once they move it to YouTube or
Yes.
anything like that, and it's actually free up to the public now, and then we can actually stream it on Tejano TV. But I offered it to them. I was like, we have it here. I won't charge you anything. It's just a matter of so people can actually watch and
I
see
would
what's
have
going on.
jumped on that one, Juan. You know that. I
You
would jump
know,
on it.
I gave it up to the Conjunto Festival in San Antonio. They're gonna have the 44th annual
Yes,
Tejano Conjunto Festival, which is happening in May.
I
I
saw
talked to
that.
the coordinator over a week ago for that event, and I told him I was like, you know what, I will give you Tejano TV. Them 4 days, you guys can stream it all day long. All the bands that you guys have there on that stage, and they said absolutely yes. I said all you have to do is just put our logo on there, say
That's
you know
it.
what, Tejano TV is a sponsor of that, and that's it. Those who cannot make it to that
Mm-hmm.
event, that Tejano Conjunto event, you can watch it right here live on Tejano TV, and just give it the access to the videos, and we can stream it later on 24 hours a day. It's like, take advantage of it. I'm not charging them
Mm-hmm.
anything for that. I'll give you the code myself or the password and stuff, and you can stream it on there because that's the reason why we're here for this.
Of
Mm-hmm.
course. And when I saw that when you posted that in the group, I said, "Man, that's very smart." I mean, I would say, you know what? Can we be the only ones? I'll let you use the platform, but we'll be the only ones who can stream it. Nobody will stream it. Of course, you got Facebook people that are live, but it ain't the same thing as streaming it professionally to your
Yeah,
platform. And but es la
Mm-hmm.
ventaja tuya because you get to put Tejano TV on it, and it gets to be put on Tejano TV, and they get it because Tejano TV is a really good platform to put Tejano music and nice shows like that on it. So, I mean, I can't wait for that. That's going to be great, a great thing for Tejano TV
yeah.
and for
Mm-hmm.
the event.
And I mean, I'm not knocking TTMA. I know they have their companies that go in and they spend their money on them
Yes,
for their
of course.
advertisements and stuff like that. So maybe if they didn't have that or they were able to negotiate that thing, I'm
Yes,
pretty sure they would have probably jumped on the opportunity to say, you know what, yeah, let's go ahead and stream it on Tejano TV. And of course, later on, they can put it on TV if they want to, with San Antonio or Houston. But
yes.
I'm glad right now, and I was excited that the Tejano Conjunto Festival in I forgot the name of the park. I'm sorry, but at the damn
Rosedale.
Rose. No, it's not Rosedale. It's
It's not
Guadalupe.
Rosedale this year.
It's at the Guadalupe.
Comanche.
The
Oh.
Guadalupe. Um,
Oh, okay.
so that's where it's going to be at. So I was just happy they said yes. Let's go ahead and do that.
At
So
Mustang Sally's.
no, the Tejano Conjunto Festival. It's a 4-day event.
Oh. Okay.
It's a 4 day event. So you're going to be out there, Juan, all 4 days?
I don't know about all 4 days. I could barely handle fan for 4 days at this point now,
Hey,
man.
well, you need to get with me and let me know what day you're gonna be out there. That way, I can try to be out there, and hey, I can walk around with Juan Mendoza from Tejano TV.
Oh, it's
Wow.
it's gonna be at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. That's where it's gonna be at.
Oh, the Guadalupe
Yeah,
culture.
May 14th through the 17th. So yeah, it's gonna be those days. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, if we go out there, it's not gonna be the whole 4 days. Trust me, I can't
What
handle that.
do you say? I
The
can't handle that.
I've done fanfare for 4 days, so many years, and it's like okay, it's getting lower and lower at this point. 3 days at the most we can handle, and then we're ready to come home. But
They're
it's a
come
lot of
home.
walking around, and it's a lot.
Hmm.
So
And it's
Hmm.
hot, man, when you're out there, dude. I
in
don't
May,
care,
especially in May now, yes, it's hot. I mean,
bro.
it starts getting hot down here in South Texas in March.
In the
So
March, that
yeah,
mid in the March, you know it. Well, let's take a listen, Lydia, to Amor Mio. This is the one you said that Tony helped you on.
Yes, Tony
Sounds
Guerrero and Marco Guerrero.
yes, it sounds really good. So let's take a listen to it, and we'll talk a little bit on the other side. Okay.
Okay.
Well, there you have it, man. That was a great song, man. I didn't know when I heard it. I said, you know what? That sounds familiar. It sure does. It's the Sombra Hardcore. What do you think, Juan?
Yeah, the intro, man. The intro is what got me,
I
man. I
love
was
it.
like, yeah, they put their little spin on it and they came out great. I liked it. That was good.
Mhm.
Very good arrangements. Like I said, we got Christina Guerrero says, I love the song. Of course you love the song. Come on, man. You listened to it for many years. And you can never that's one thing I gotta give it to the Sombra. Tone and his sound. It's always been him. I mean, with those keyboards, the sounds, the just the way they choose to use them and the arrangements they come up with. There, it's a sombra. It screams a sombra, and that's what you want. Say, you know what? When
Mhm.
you hear it, man, you just know who it is. No andas con que, pues who is that, man? What group is that, man? The Sombra was one of those groups.
Yeah.
Excelencia was another one. You
Hmm.
just knew. Fiebre was another one. I mean, they didn't. There
Mhm.
was nobody who sounded like them when they came in. They recorded a song. You knew exactly who it was, and I think that's what we're missing a lot of these days as well.
Is those little twists in the music? I guess what you could tell who was who in it.
Hmm.
La Fiebre when they it was always that
Mhm.
same horn rhythm
Yep.
and stuff. You could tell it was them. La Sombra did the same thing.
Yes.
All the boy bands, I guess you would call them of the 90s,
Hey,
80s
you
and
know what?
90s.
I missed that because there was something. It was your sound, your image.
Yeah.
They all had a different sound, and because in the '90s it was, and people keep saying, well, you're thinking of '90s because you're from the '90s or whatever. It's no, it's just yes, I know it's nostalgic for us our
Hmm.
age, but when I look at it, man, dude, they just everybody was looking to have a somewhat of a unique sound, and the who's of that time, they all had a unique sound.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
why they stuck out. When you had a bunch of bands, they were trying to be like other bands. Yeah, they had a hit or so, whatever, but they didn't stick out necessarily. And then to where we get with right now, and I always comment on all the shows. The vestuarios is what gets me, man. I'm like, dude, man, I
Yeah.
miss those days. I mean, when people used to say, get on stage, and man, I'm here to present myself to the public, and I want people to recognize me. Which starts with putting an outfit on or something that's
Hmm.
glamorous or something que va a llamar la atención para que la gente diga,
Mhm.
esta es la artista. When you get up like this, you know what I mean? I don't care how hot it is. I'll wear a big ass leather jacket. It could be 103 degrees outside, and I'm with
Like
a
the
leather
like
jacket.
the like the like that green one that you have in that picture up there.
That's right. You know what? Hey, it was imagine July 4th. Imagine how hot it
I
gets
can
in the
imagine,
4th of
especially
July
in Mexico.
in
Especially in
Mexico.
Mexico, when you have about 300 or 400 people in one little room over there. Well, it's a big
Well,
ass room, but
it was like 12 to 1400 people in
well,
there.
okay,
Now they
well,
had the AC on, okay, but it still was hot.
that ain't gonna
Okay,
work.
it was hot.
Too
You
much
know,
body
you got
heat.
you got yes, exactly. You got people shoulder to shoulder, and then I put that jacket on about 11 o'clock. I didn't take that sucker off till 5 in the morning. I didn't think I was gonna be able to take it for 30 minutes. Man, I felt so good, man. I didn't care if I was sweating or not. That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Feel some pride because I wanted people to see, man, that's an artista. That's the guy from
Mhm.
Potente. And I think that goes a long ways. Like Juan, we talk about White Tejano. White Tejano isn't as what it used to be. That's I mean that's a very good point right there. I mean the
Mhm.
pride of Tejano used to be, and I know Emilio was the cowboy hat and all that, okay, because I mean he's that's what he is. But when you talk about like the Sombra, the Chamacos, uh, the Fiebre, Excelencia, their vestuarios, man, they were Tejano, but they
Yeah,
weren't the cowboy hat. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I think that kind of hurts us too. That everybody just wants to dress like they're at home or they're going out to the mall or something. You know what I mean? That's
In
fine.
shorts and
Yes,
sweats and
Yes.
stuff.
shorts.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say JMZ is a great drummer. I mean, I have a lot of respect for him, especially if back in February he lent us the drums. Man, he runs into Johnny. He says hi. I had never got to meet him personally prior to this year. Nos trató muy bien, but he likes to wear shorts, and I know he's Motley Crue. He likes Motley Crue and Tommy, but you know what? I will say this. I'll take that over some of the stuff that I see people wearing. I mean, just baggy jeans, and I don't mean baggy jeans like that's the look, like the '90s, with a big. No, no, these are baggy jeans like pantalones aguados que usas para el trabajo.
It would have been different if everybody was wearing the
Yes.
same thing. If everybody's wearing the baggy jeans at the same time and whatever, okay, that's fine. You guys are coordinated a little bit, but you got one guy over here in como se llama, the wife beaters or whatever, tank top shirt, and the other one with no shirt, the other one with the vest, and the other one with the regular t-shirt on or whatever, and that kind of
Well,
doesn't.
I'm okay. This is what I one thing that I did. I always admired Signal for when they started to blow up. You could always tell que they all dress to their personality, but you could tell that there was some thought put into the color scheme. That's what I would say, the color scheme.
Mm,
That's why when we dress as Potente, I'll say, what are we wearing? We're always wearing black, okay? But what's the other color we're wearing? Are we wearing purple, green, red, orange, whatever? You know what I mean? And we dress same thing. We dress to who we are personalities. But when you put us all together in a picture, it's the color scheme. Signal did that, and I
mhm,
think that they did it very, very good. And I was I've always been very impressed with how they did that because it's hard. Juan, you know that not everybody's the exact same person in a band. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when everybody's dressed in the exact same shirt, well, maybe they don't feel comfortable in that particular shirt or that particular pair of pants. You know what I mean? But if there's a color scheme, then you okay, well, this is the color scheme we're gonna dress, and you wear what you wear, and when you put it together, pues it's the group. And I think that my brother always says this. It's good when you have different individuals in the band, different personalities, because some people will gravitate to this character, others to this character. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, and I think that's what in my mind more bands need to do. I mean, and if somebody said, I don't know, somebody told me about Intocable. They all dress. Yeah, but it's Intocable, man. Intocable could go up there in shorts and a goddamn, muscle shirt, bro. They're Intocable. You know what I
They're
mean?
intocable. That's it. They can get away with anything at this point in their career.
It
So
doesn't matter what they do.
yeah.
So, well, Lydia, was there any back behind the scenes type of stories with this song? I know you did you said you did it with Tone and Marco. There, how was that experience? Talk to us a little bit about that.
ah, well, uh, well, I wrote the song, and when I had the song for a while actually, and I told Christina, I said, you know what, I have this Tejano song that I just wrote. I said, but I don't know who to ask to arrange the music for it, and she said, my brother does. And I said, what brother? And he would do that for me, and like, do you really think so? I said he's not going to agree
He's
to this,
not going to. I would have thought the same thing.
and I was really intimidated. I was kind of afraid of Tony. He always struck me as a tough guy. Like, I don't talk to nobody.
Just
I
just
just
just say it.
don't
He
say
was
hi.
you thought
But
Tony,
he's
just say you thought
nothing
Tony was
like
stuck
that.
up.
Oh my goodness, he's nothing like that. He's really a cool guy. So when we first met up and to record the song, and I'm looking at him like this, frozen, and he says, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yes, yes." But I was so scared at first. Like I said, oh man, he's a professional. Like, oh my goodness, if I messed up or if he tells me my voice ain't good enough, I'm gonna cry. But no, everything went well. He said, oh, you know what? That little part right there, let's do it over. I think you can sound better. He didn't say that I did sounded bad. He just said better. I was like, wow, he was really amazing. Really made me feel comfortable at recording, and kind of said, you know what, this next time, kind of go a little bit like this right there. Okay. And I just followed, a little bit of how he told me to use my voice. And he said, no, he said, you have a good voice. And I was really relieved and happy. And I said,
Awesome.
wow, it was a really nice experience. I
That's
had
good.
worked with Marco already a couple of months before that. I had did a show at Sam's Burger Joint, and Marco actually played the drums for me. So me and Marco had already met and kind of knew each other a little bit. But this was my first time ever, like, up close with Tony Guerrero. I had seen him before, took pictures and all of that, but never to the point to actually work with him. But he was amazing. He was amazing. He's really a cool guy, down to earth, and he just made me feel great. And when I heard the song, once he said, "I'm gonna finish mixing, master. I'll send you the, see if you like it. If there's something that you don't like and you want me to change, But I heard it and I sat here and I was crying. Oh, how happy I felt, and I was like, "Wow, they did so great." And
Well,
my friend too.
he also did a I liked it a collaboration with G5. You heard that, right, Juan? Pepe Le
Mm-hmm.
Pew?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
loved it, man. I'm like,
Yes.
damn,
I like
that's
the
awesome.
rendition of it. It's pretty cool.
Me too. I actually had it in my truck listening to it because well I miss I like those songs. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
never know. I said, man, dude, I'd be the same way, Lydia. I said I didn't know that Tony would do collaborations like because I said, man, I would love to do a collaboration with a song. But are you kidding me? That I mean, I love the way they dress when I watch them very similar to the way we dress. It's Tones thing. You know what I mean? It's 90s,
Mm-hmm.
but they're very colorful. They pick a color and then they all dress a little bit different. I love it. When I saw them at Nortex, I saw them. I said, man, I loved it. And then they played shortly after, and I don't know if it was red or purple they were wearing. Like I said, I love watching that. I haven't seen Tone or actually talk with him in so many years. I keep up with him on Facebook, but I mean, it's a great experience and wonderful song. Congratulations for that
Thank you.
opportunity. And we
I
got
get
go ahead.
I get where I get where Lydia's coming from. When you meet Tony, you
Oh
kind of feel intimidated. And I met him years ago at Fanfare. And stuff when I was getting on the internet side of everything. And I saw him standing there by himself. He was checking out the band on the stage. So I walked up to him and I felt kind of intimidated. I was like, okay, he's gonna be this tall. No, but he's short. He's like like this to me, but I was still intimidated because grew up watching him and stuff, and listening. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Tony, how's it going? You go, hey, good. How's it going, man? I said, Juan Mendoza at the time with the radio station I was with. Oh, I know who you are. I was like, okay, cool, cool. We hit it off from there. We were talking for a while, but we've been good friends since. And
Oh, when I met you, did you feel
yeah,
that
yeah,
way?
yeah,
Huh?
yeah, man. But you are taller than me, so
You are taller than
But
me.
that's different.
I was looking,
I think
dude.
it's more because Tony always looks so serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's standing there, he's doing, watching the
he's just
band,
paying
or
attention.
or he's at the awards or anything, wherever he is, he's just so serious. And you think to yourself, man, he's a really famous guy from the 90s. I mean, I watched him all the time. I watched all his videos and, heard all his songs. And like
Of course.
here in 2025, doing a song with Tony, like really, I was like, is this really going to happen? Or
Well,
am I,
here it is.
dreaming,
Here it
pinch me
is.
or
Yeah.
something? But
Well,
no,
we
it's
got
crazy.
Christina posed an interesting question here. It says, "What do y'all think about artists drinking on stage?" Let's start with you, Juan. Come on, tell me something. What is your opinion on that?
I'm honestly, I think I'm okay with it if they can control it. Because there's some bands that they can if they're doing it on the side or whatever. That take a break for a second, go there and get a drink or whatever, and come back. But not sitting there drinking while they're playing and stuff. But I think if you can control it, you're okay. If you start acting all obnoxious and start slurring and cussing people
You
out
start
and
getting
throwing,
vulgar.
yeah, then you got to really cut it off. But a couple of little bit here and there, whatever, that's fine. A lot of people take shots on stage. That pario, whatever, this and that, and they take
Para
shots
arriba,
up on
abajo, para
stage. So
centro y para
yeah,
adentro.
yeah. So I mean, I think in a way I'm okay with it. But like I said, don't overdo it and start messing up the whole show because then you're gonna ruin it for
Hmm.
everybody else.
Yes, obviously. How about you, Lydia? What do you think about that?
Drinking on stage, I don't personally, I drink. I usually drink one or two beers before I go, because I like beer. I liquor too. I'll drink a mixed drink, here or there, but I don't like the sugary stuff so much. I like my beer. I guess because my dad used to, well, not beer, mija. You're not beer, mija. Once I reach my age, right? It was, I followed along, and I never say no to a beer. I have to
Well,
be really sick or with a bad headache if I say no to a beer. So, I drink a beer or two before I go up on stage. Relaxes me, does it feel good? But to drink to the point where I'm already gonna mess it up for everybody or not know what I'm doing up there, like no, don't
well, I'm
overdo it,
gonna
like you
say
say.
I used to drink a lot on stage, and sometimes it was too much, and sometimes it wasn't that much. And I've had from the worst experience to some of the best experiences. I remember I don't drink much anymore, but when I did, I mean, hell, I used to drink two or three, and I was good before the show. But performed with a guy who was a heavy drinker,
Mm,
and towards the end of the show, you're toast. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You really are. And I know a couple of beers relaxes you and gets you more grooving and easier to connect with the audience.
to be honest.
But that is something that had to learn how to do without that, because you need to be able to learn to do it without it.
Mhm.
Without
I
it. Mm,
I'm not against it, but I would say if you're focused in on your show professionally, this is my opinion. If you want to do it professionally, I think it's better if you drink one or two before the show, and
Mhm.
then okay, I'm gonna drink a couple or whatever, get hammered afterwards. But on stage, you should be locked in to the show. You know what I
yes.
mean? So
Mhm.
but I mean, one of my best friends, Ali Garza, boy, you'll see him or some when he's played with us. He got bucanas a couple years ago. He was just in between songs. He was in matches. Tas sas, man. When we finished that show, bro, my brother had to carry him almost to put him in the vehicle to get out. He's a big drinker, but that's part of that mexicanada and machismo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He loves that.
Mhm.
And los mexicanos, that corridos tumbados stuff, they love that. They love cuando los músicos andan bien pedos. Me
Mhm.
personally, I sided on a more put on a show, be good, where people can tell that you are in your cinco sentidos, so to speak,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so that
Mhm.
that way you don't get embarrassed. Because sometimes you look back at the videos and you're like, I've done it for myself. Ay, Dios mío, what was I doing? What was I thinking? You know what I
There's a
mean?
there's a time and a place for all that, whatever. I
Yes.
mean, especially like award shows. If you're doing that, don't be sitting up there drinking up on the stage because you got a whole lot of eyes on you at that point. And everybody's all formal and professional at this point.
Yes.
Don't do
Mhm.
it. A little bar, you're playing a little bar or something. Okay, cool. Take a second, catch your breath and compose yourself. Take a drink real quick and then put it back and get back to playing again. But honestly, I really don't see them. I mean, you got a whole room full of people that are getting drunk already and watching you. So, you know,
Well, Juan, for them, the more they drink, the better you sound
yeah, yeah,
for
I've
them.
heard that.
You know what I mean? So
I've heard that.
I'm
Yes.
okay with them drinking, but and I usually, I mean, and I've thought, I mean, there is a fine line, because I do know, I so when I drink and I catch myself, I'll sing better and this is true. I mean, I don't, because you're te sueltas.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
you're more
Yeah.
passionate when
Mhm.
you drink two or three beers and then you start singing. But then you start approaching five or six,
Yeah,
and
that's too
now
much.
now it's, your speech might be a little slurred. You know what I mean? You're not hitting your afinamiento, might be fallándote un poquito porque ya te estás pasando de las copas. Pero
Mhm.
unos dos o tres, it loosens you up to let the sentimiento. I still say no. I don't
Yeah.
drink today. I don't. My brother, he's okay. I don't mind him and Johnny. They're drinkers. They love to drink, but they nunca se pasan de copas ellos. So, like I said, I really don't mind it. So
Yeah.
that was a great question, Christina, and we all put our you know our opinions on that.
Yeah.
So, well, we're gonna put mucho dolor, Lydia. This is the song. Tell us a little bit about this song before we go ahead and spin it. Talk to me
Okay,
about
this
it.
this song was released in 2023. However, this song was recorded in 2012. This song was arranged by Anthony Hernandez of Los Dudes, and
Wow.
we were very close friends, um, Anthony and his wife and I had all these songs that I had written, and I asked Anthony. I said, "Do you arrange music?" He said, "Yeah, all the time." And I said, "Okay, well, I have a couple of songs." I sang it to him. Soon, that same month, we were in the recording studios recording this whole songs. We actually did uh, a whole album. But when I went to upload them on DistroKid, which is the distributor, They didn't allow me to upload the other ones with the album because they were covers and I didn't have the license. So I had to get the license for those songs, but they weren't able to be included in the album. But if I do a physical one, I'm going to include them all. But we did, and this is one of the songs that was original. We did 8 original songs of mine, country and Tejano, and then I did 3 covers, 8 songs. They were all an album. Anthony Hernandez arranged all of them. He also played every instrument uh, during the arrangement.
All right. Well, let's take a listen to that, and we'll talk a little bit about it on the other side. Okay.
All righty.
Nunca jamás te quiero ver por todo lo que tú acabas de hacer. Siempre me jurabas mucho amor, luego me pagaste con traición. ¿Cómo pudiste engañarme así? Sabías lo tanto que te adoraba a ti. Así me reemplazaste con un nuevo amor. Me dejas aquí deseando tu calor. Tú me has destrozado el corazón y lo has lastimado tanto sin razón. Ahora que lo nuestro terminó, solo me dejas más recuerdo mucho dolor. Aunque me duele el alma no volverte a ver, todo ha quedado en el ayer. Todo el amor que un día sentí por ti, todas las caricias que te di. Tú me has destrozado el corazón y lo has lastimado tanto sin razón. Ahora que lo nuestro terminó, solo me dejas un mal recuerdo, mucho dolor. Solo me dejas un mal recuerdo y mucho dolor. Solo me dejas un mal recuerdo y mucho dolor.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune in Friday nights at 8 to the Puro Potente podcast on Tejano TV. You can view it by clicking the live podcast link in the Tejano TV app, on Roku TV, on your cell phones, or on the Mas Chingon website. Don't miss an episode. Friday nights at 8. We'll see you in the Potente Studio.
Wow,
Well,
I want to see that show on Tejano TV.
It's Friday night. It's a little after 8, and here we are. Although we don't have Q and J Rod with us. J Rod is over. I just saw Angel, his wife, post some pictures here of them sitting, and I'm assuming that's the American Bank Center over there in Corpus. So, but they're having a good. They're huge Intocable fans, and I'm sure they're going to enjoy the show. Like I said, there's a lot of people over there. And Juan, I got something to say about the artwork. I need to redo some of my stuff, but we need to do some artwork or redo some artwork on Potente. I got new members, you know what I mean? So we need
Yeah,
to work on something. I don't know if you I can send you the stuff or
yeah.
uh
Just send me some pictures and we'll figure something
I
out.
yes, you tell me if you want them with transparent background. That way I'll send
Yeah,
them to you and you can do your thing. I
yeah.
know.
And Lila can do all the graphic work. So
Oh, she's the one who does it?
no,
See the one of the I mean, who does it? I know Diesel one who puts it. Dude, I'm like, how does he do this shit fast? I mean, I work on this stuff, you know. I'm okay with it, but these
He
figure the shit out quick.
he's yeah, he's a
It's a lot
professional,
of
man.
work.
It
It's
is.
a
Yeah.
lot of work. I do all my album covers by myself. Everything that I put out there, posters,
Hmm.
flyers. That
Me
if I
too.
need to do flyers, I do it all by myself, and it is a lot of work.
It is, and as I say, D does a great job at doing it real quick. I mean, he must have these templates already installed
He
where he
does.
shit. Okay, I'll
He
say
does.
Yes.
he brings it up to
Because I
this.
know was it last week or 2 weeks ago when he was out, and I had to do the whole top 10 by myself.
Yes,
He sent me all the templates already lined up and stuff. So I was like, okay, so all I had to do is cut and
drop
paste.
the new
Yeah, and it
person
didn't
in
take
there.
that
Yeah,
long, but it was a lot of work. And I was like, okay, so he's got everything ready. So when we do our videos and we send them into him, he just puts our faces in them and
there you
trims
go.
it to where it needs to go, and that's it, ready to go.
Yeah, but he had to do the initial setup, so I'm quite sure that took a little time. The initial setup of those templates.
I don't think it took him that damn long.
Uh,
He's pretty quick about getting everything together. So man, he's fast with his Mac. And when I got my Mac, he was teaching me how to use this thing. So I was like, okay, well, this works a lot better.
what program do y'all use to edit?
Um, I'm
Adobe
lot. No. ScreenFlow.
ScreenFlow. Wow,
Yeah,
never heard that one. I use a Movavi.
Movavi.
It just so happened that it's a program. It was a cheaper program when it first came out. I learned it. It's not very user friendly, but once you know how to
Mhm.
get around it, you get around it. I wish I could use Final Cut or Adobe. I mean, those
No,
are very.
ScreenFlow has been saving my life lately. So the top 10 I've been using it, all of the other, like the videos that I had to remaster every single video on Tejano TV
I
because
know that.
they were in a 720 quality and a little bit lower, but that wasn't due to my fault. That was due to my computer's fault.
Yes,
Because it was getting old already. So when I got the Mac and it's a lot faster and clear,
of
I had to
course.
go get all 700 and something videos, redo
Wow.
them
My,
all one by one by one by one for all the
Oh
channels,
my goodness.
and I had to redo them. Now they look crystal clear. Now the majority of them, because some of the videos weren't recorded in high quality, so I'll give them
Yes,
that much.
of course.
And then I was redoing Lila's videos because she has channels on there too. That are more regional Mexican. Some
Yes.
reggaeton, some bachata, and a little bit of everything on there. So I'm still redoing a lot of her videos, but they came out a lot more crystal clear now thanks to this Mac. So there's been that ScreenFlow has been saving my life.
Well, that's good. Like I said, I mean, whatever you get used to, you guys do a great job over there preparing all the videos and things. So, like I said, I mean, I just know that I needed to redo some little commercials. Juan, you know that. I mean, the guys ain't gonna help me. I gotta do all this shit by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know you were gonna do a top 10 this week. Because of of everything going on, and I thought you were gonna be at the
Like
TTMA over
like I
there.
said, I got no invite.
I got no invite. Oh, come
No,
on, man.
no, no. We didn't have plans on going anyway. So I mean, it's already getting close to the holidays, and this is the point where everything else is going to get in the way. So we're staying away from that. But we do have a couple of things that are actually coming up. We got invited to the grand opening of the Totally Tejano Hall of
Yes.
Fame and Museum that's actually opening up in San Antonio.
mm,
So we plan on being there. It's going to be December 6th at the location, and there's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be government probably, and I know they had it on the news a few days ago. So it's going to be a big deal there with that one, and we'll see what else. I know Janie's record shop is going to have record store day, Black Friday. So I'm not
Oh,
too sure if
shit.
we're actually going to be able to go to that one yet, but we usually do, and we go spin records, like actual records.
Awesome.
So, but I don't think we're actually gonna make it this year. It's just getting too close already, and it's going way too fast.
I hear you. I was thinking about going to the six, but then we got a gig back in Kennedy, so
Mhm.
I wasn't gonna be able to go. But if not, I was thinking of going by that way. But like I said, we put this gig last minute here, December 6th. We like to play once a month, you know that. So
Mhm.
we got canceled in the 7th. We've got something the 29th, and then we got something the 6th. It just so happened 2 weekends in a row,
Mhm.
and then we'll probably mail it in. And then George just he just sent me a thing. He asked me if I could sing a Christmas song on a show for him. I said, "Yeah, I love it. I might even dress as Santa Claus. I don't know."
Oh man, speaking of Christmas songs, man, we found one of your Christmas videos and we ended up putting it on our holiday channel that we have on Download TV.
Which Christmas video was it?
Uh,
Frosty or
was it that one? I think it was Frosty the Snowman. Yeah,
or when Frosty comes down from the tree?
something like that. I can't remember what it was
Because
exactly,
I
but
posted two videos. It's been a couple of years. I
mhm.
did I did a video for Frosty and one for Rudolph. And
Okay, my
I had never really done green screen, and I did a green screen in right there by my kitchen. I put the damn green screen and said, "Well, I'm gonna try," and it didn't come out too bad, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Wow.
not because I was searching for Christmas videos so I can have on Tejano TV, and there's a channel on there, so in case you guys are in the spirit and holiday and stuff, whatever. And a lot of Tejano artists that came out with Christmas videos, we have them on there. So, and we're gonna keep that on there every holiday from here on out. So, and yeah, I was like scrolling through it, and I was like, Anthony Potente. I was like, what? I was like, download it immediately. It's like,
Hello. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the love. Like I said, Christmas is my favorite time of the year, bro. I have thousands of dollars spent in stuff, and I don't like to put it up yet because everybody in the town is already expecting me to put up my Christmas decorations.
everybody here in town has already got their stuff put up.
No, no, but see, I said, dude, I mean, last year I just went crazy. I said, man, I'm
Oh.
gonna decorate my yard. I had decorated a little bit, but I went crazy. I went to iHome and all. I mean, every day I was ordering something on Amazon. He said, me venía chingos, but I was decorating until like December 15th, still putting shit in my yard. I said, you know what? Next year I'm gonna do it even bigger. Yeah, I got there about $1,000 of stuff at Lowe's, and I'm waiting for the Black Friday sale because at Home Depot there's a 6 foot Santa, hard, all hard, and 6 foot reindeer, and I want to put them over here by this tree. And then there's this other thing. Oh, there's this archway, an 8 foot archway. I said, oh man, I want blow up. I want that too. So I just go and put. I mean, dude, I'm gonna post it on here when you check it out because some lady, she cuts hair at Walmart and says, have you put your decorator? You're not gonna put them up. I said, well, I said, man, I spent a lot of money on 'em. I don't want them out there more than 30 days because the sun is gonna bake them.
Yeah.
We live down here in Texas. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I what I do is on Thanksgiving we eat and then boom outside about 4 hours putting extensions and all kinds of stuff, and then we stand there at night all like, yeah, yeah. So this year I'm going to take pictures and videos, los voy a compartir aquí en Puro Potente so everybody can check it out. Yeah,
Nice.
but I love it, man. I mean, the inside of my house, my wife, we have two trees, everything Mickey Mouse, gingerbread, you name it, man. We love Christmas.
My favorite time of the year is Halloween.
Halloween, I knew it. I took you for a
Mhm.
Halloween guy.
I love Halloween. And it took me a few years to get back into it and everything else. One of one of my old best friends, he passed away Halloween and stuff, but it was just two natural causes. But anyways,
Yeah.
it took me a while to get back into that again and stuff. But I've always been a Halloween person, man. And
Yes,
me and Michael Myers share the same birthday, so we're good.
Spuds. What do you call it? Ponce.
Ramiro.
Yeah, he loves. Dude, have you seen his house?
Uh,
Dude,
I haven't seen him in a few years.
dude, this guy, he goes out on. He loves Halloween. People in Corpus, they swing by his house every year because they already know. I mean, things coming out of the coffins. I mean, the graveyards. You name it.
Mhm.
It is awesome. I didn't get
Okay.
to go this year, but I mean, people in Corpus love it. He goes hard on that, and I go hard over here on Christmas. I love the Christmas. And like I said, I wish I could have done with Potente a Christmas video, but it's just we're so busy with doing our normal songs. It's difficult. So
we
Mhm.
we had the idea. We flashed the idea between me, D, and Marcus, and I think somebody else too. Or like we flashed the idea of making our own 12 Days of Christmas song or something for Tejano
ah,
TV, but
hell yeah.
we wanted to change everything completely. Like we're tempted to do it, and we're like, I don't know how everybody's gonna react to that. Should we? I mean, we still got plenty of time. I was like, should we do it? Just
Yes,
make
yes,
a
we do it.
we
Let's
need to
do it.
we need to put it in the chat. Do a 12, a 10, just something different. None of the same traditional Christmas stuff. Something like pertaining like to the people that they can understand and laugh about the thing. It'd be funny.
No,
So
that would
Mhm.
be great. I love it. Guys, we're about that hour. Juan, I want to thank you for coming on at the last minute.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it. Like I said, it's an honor having you here on our show. I know I've been on yours. I know you talked about a show later this year where all of us are going to be on to
Yeah,
take the shot for the
yeah,
New Year's.
yeah. Let's go ahead and get into that, and then I want to ask Lydia a question real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a few more weeks left of the Three Amigos show, of course, before we end the year and stuff. And actually, Lydia, we need to get you back on because last time she was having some technical difficulties when we got on the show, and
Yeah.
we her part ended real quick. So I
Hmm.
promise we will get you sometime at the beginning of the year. We'll get you back on there. That way we can
Okay.
tell your story on live on the air.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, we do. We're gonna end the year, the last Three Amigos show with everybody. All of us are gonna get together on one show. You know, myself, D, Marcus, you, Keith, DJ Nune, Rick, and everybody. You know, to just go over the year, man. See how everything's been going and what we expect for next year. So it's gonna be that end of the year. But a lot of things are coming up on Tejano TV. We got new podcasts that are showing up. Of course, we got our top 10 still. We got the top 20 with DJ Nune. We got Giras y Desveladas, the Three Amigos Show, Puro Potente,
Where's Sammy?
Tejano,
When is Sammy's
Tejano Time
coming on?
podcast. Hers with Capturada. It's going to be premiering next Thursday. Will be her first
Okay.
time, and she's doing. I
Awesome.
think she said she's doing it every other Thursday, so it's not going to
Yes.
be a continuous thing. So you know, we got a lot of stuff there, and all the videos, we're constantly getting new videos. We added some last night too, so we're constantly bringing more stuff. And I know we got new shows that are coming in. uh Negami from Houston, they're
Oh,
doing
that
a
they had like a live
they're
series.
yeah, they're doing their live series. They already sent us the first one, which is playing. They're gonna send us their second one right now. I'm excited. I'm waiting for that one to come out, so this is gonna be
Great.
awesome. And then, of course, like I said, next year we're gonna have the Conjunto Festival. We're gonna be streaming live and stuff, and probably fanfare. I know fanfare is gonna be a big deal, so see what stuff we can get a hold of. I know we're gonna be probably at Jaime's place again with La 45 DJing for
Mhm.
them, so we'll be over there having a good time and stuff.
Well, I don't usually go to the fanfare, but if you're gonna be out there and you're gonna be doing stuff, well, guess what? I'm gonna run around there. I'm gonna go see Juan Mendoza and see what we can get into down over there and what we can go where we can go live or video. I'll be there to help you, man. Whatever you need. Like I said,
Yeah.
I don't usually go out there. The last time I was out there is when I saw you. That's
Oh
been
damn!
some years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was probably the last time we went out there because we haven't been out there. And I mean,
Mhm.
we go to San Antonio, but we haven't actually went to the fanfare in a couple of years
Yes.
because we're always either like at Janie's place or yeah, Janie's record shop
Yeah.
or at Jaime's place, you know, DJing already. So, and that takes a lot out of you to stay up till
Of
two
course.
o'clock in the morning. So yeah,
I know.
we're kind of getting tired of doing all that. You know, we keep leave it for the younger kids nowadays.
That's right. That's
Uh,
right.
but no, Lydia, real quick, what plans do you have for the holiday?
Oh, the holidays. I'll be spending with family. Hoping to finish this song. I want to get it out for the holidays. It has that holiday ring to it, although it's not a holiday song, but since it's symphony, kind of, I think it would be exciting. But yeah, mostly spend with my family. I have kids and grandkids, and looking forward. My daughter lives up there, North Texas, so looking forward for them coming down here and spending time with us. So yeah, it's just a family time. I have already started decorating my house as well, put up my lights and all that, getting ready to,
Nice.
cook up
Eh,
that bird on Thursday.
yeah.
I buy
Any
mine at Bill Miller's. I don't cook. I don't cook
Oh,
nothing.
mm.
I'm lazy.
But I want to real quick give a shout out to TDK because I know he's on here. So
Yes, he was
TDK, my
losing. He was
friend.
losing. He was on a high spot where he didn't have any cellular data or something. I don't know, but he let
I
me
Oh
thought he
know.
would have
no.
been I thought he would have been at the awards right now.
I thought
Yeah,
he'd be
I
at the
thought he was
awards.
gonna go too. And Christina, of course, my promoter. Also, I think my manager is on here, Joshua Veda, also happens to be my son. And so, shout out to everybody
Okay.
that was on, uh, asking you go and follow my pages, go and follow my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm very active on TikTok. I love TikTok. YouTube. Please go subscribe to my YouTube. I have like 300 subscribers. I need 500 to get paid for my little,
500.
we, you
Follow.
know,
There you go. Oh
So,
man, I apologize for taking Johnny's and Q's spot, for the night, but
No, no, no. Thank you because
oh,
it was
hey,
it
I'm
was
so
yeah,
glad actually because
you
I got time
what
to, spend with you for a little bit, and get to know you as well. This is my first time actually, getting to know you.
Q is
So,
always a Showtime decision, Juan. I don't know. He's in Austin. He was supposed to. A show got rained out. I don't know the show that he goes and sees. Punk or I don't know what kind of music him and Lace like to go watch. But they go to a lot of concerts and they got
Mhm.
rained out. So we're still in Austin. But ain't gonna be no light, man. So if I go on, it might just be an audio. I said, bro, that's okay. I said, I'll hold it down by myself. And then Juan comes out here. I'm going to tell him, hey, I know you saw it. Juan was on. Hey, Juan no se rajó, vato. He was there when I needed him most.
Throw it in their face.
I know. No,
yes.
Q's okay. I mean, there's
Yeah,
certain shows that I know that as like Marcus and D, the same thing. They know there's particular shows they need to be there, and
yeah,
other shows that what, this is not one that I really need to be there. You can hold it down. Like I said, it's an opportunity for me to talk more with Lydia and get to know her. And like I said, with us three here, it worked out very well. I want to thank both of you for
Hmm.
coming on and taking the time. I know that it's Friday and there isn't a lot of viewers because we got people spaced out, but you know what?
Oh, yes, it's
It was
fine.
great to get to know you, Lydia. Juan, it was awesome talking with you, chopping it up, and I'm gonna
yep.
get you
Always.
those those cutouts of us so that you can work on something because I don't know if you could tell, Izzy has his head cut off.
I'll have to look at it again.
Yes, because he cut off and he just cut his head, which I didn't care about that because you cut it out. I said, no, from now on, I'm going to send you all transparent backgrounds. That
Hmm.
way you can do it's easy for you. You don't have to cut everything out. You know what I mean? It's a cleaner
Yeah.
cut.
You need to send me the promo too that you with your voice on it. Say, make sure you guys check us out on Tejano TV and stuff
Oh,
like
I'll
that.
send you. I
Yeah.
didn't send you that.
No, that one wasn't. You sent me the other one. It was nothing but audio and visual and
Okay,
stuff like that. But there was
the
another
the
one.
video. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll drop it in the folder, whatever I've got. And like I said, the new cutouts because like I said, I like the new guys. Or I don't like to see the same guys. And nothing against Easy or nothing, but I like to see my guys and give them shine to the guys that are performing with me.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. We will be performing next week. Once again, muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes. Lidia, Juan, hasta la próxima. Nos
R-
vemos.
Real
Thank
Go
quick,
ahead.
real,
you.
Go ahead.
real quick.
Go ahead, Juan.
Um, Everybody, download Tejano TV on Roku. If you have a Roku device, download Tejano TV on Roku, Apple, Android. You guys can follow Puro Potente. You can watch all their past shows that they had on there so far. We have some of their clips of their concert shows and stuff like that when they went to Monterrey. A lot of that stuff is on there already. So make sure you guys download Tejano TV. Catch them 24 hours a day for all the Potente followers, and check out everything else that we have to offer for you guys. All right,
Thank
I'm
you,
done.
Juan. Hey,
Thank you,
thank you
Lydia.
for plugging that. I
Thank
needed that.
you.
Hey, I needed to remind me for that. Saludos, raza. Hasta la próxima.